Good evening. My name is Detective James Thornton. For 30 years, I've walked the streets of Memphis. I've seen things. Most people never see murder scenes, broken families, lives destroyed by a moment of rage. Tonight, I'm going to tell you a true story. October 26, 2009. A cold night in South Memphis. A phone call at 2:30 in the morning. A woman screaming, "My husband is dead. Please help me." That's how it started. A broken stick, a hidden love, and a murder planned in cold blood. Are you ready? Let's begin. 2:30 a.m. The call came in to 911. "My husband, he's not breathing. There's blood, so much blood." I grabbed my coat. My partner, Sam, was already in the car. We drove through the dark streets of South Memphis. 20 minutes later, we arrived. A small house, white paint, peeling from the walls. A tiny yard, wet with rain. Karen Williams, 38 years old, opened the door. Her eyes were red, her hands were shaking. "He's in the backyard," she whispered. "My husband, Robert." I walked through the house into the backyard, and there, I saw him. Robert Williams, 48 years old, construction worker. He was lying face down. In the mud, a blanket covered his body. I knelt down, pulled back the blanket. There was a wound on the right side of his neck. Deep, a sharp object had pierced his throat. Dr. Liz Palmer, our medical examiner, arrived. "Time of death," she said quietly. "Approximately 2 hours ago." 2 hours ago, that meant midnight, maybe 12:30. But Karen didn't call 911 until 2:30. 2 hours. What happened in those 2 hours? I looked at the yard, mud everywhere. And then I saw them. Footprints. 2 different sets of footprints leading away from the body. 2 people. The killers were 2 men. This wasn't going to be simple. I needed to talk to Karen. She sat at the kitchen table, still shaking. "Mrs. Williams," I said gently, "tell me what happened tonight." She took a deep breath. "We were sleeping," she said. "It was late, after midnight. I heard noises from the backyard. I woke Robert up. 'Someone's outside,' I told him. Robert, he grabbed his stick." "His stick?" I asked. "Yes," Karen said. "He always carried a wooden stick. For protection. This neighborhood, there's a lot of crime." He went outside. I watched from the window. It was too dark. I couldn't see anything. "Then," she whispered, "I heard him scream. I ran downstairs. I found him lying there, not moving." I leaned forward. "Mrs. Williams," I said, "when did you call 911? She looked down. I don't know. I was scared. I couldn't think. I got a blanket. I covered him. Then I called. Something didn't feel right. A neighbor, Frank Murphy, told us something different. He said he heard noises at 12:30, but Karen called 911 at 2:30, 2 hours. What was she doing for 2 hours? Why did she wait? We knocked on doors, talked to neighbors. Frank Murphy, 55 years old, retired teacher, lived next door. "I was watching TV," Frank said, "around 12:30. I looked out my window. I saw 2 men running from the yard. They got into a white car and drove away, fast." "Did you see the license plate?" I asked. "It was dark," Frank said. "Yeah, but I saw the last 2 numbers. 2, 3. Or maybe 2, 8. I'm not sure. A white car, license plate ending in 23 or 28. That was our first real clue. Another neighbor, Mike Davis, and he also saw the car. They were carrying something, Mike said, like 3 bags. I don't know what was in them. 3 bags, 2 men, a white car. We had to find that car. We searched for 2 days, every white car in Memphis with a license plate ending in 23 or 28. Finally, we found it. A white Chevrolet, license plate, ending in 23. The owner, David Jenkins, 56 years old, electrician. We went to his house. "Mr. Jenkins," I said, "where were you on October 26th? "I was home," David said, "playing cards out with my neighbors. All night." We checked it was true. David Jenkins was home all night. "But your car," I said, "was seen near the crime scene." David thought for a moment. "My nephew," he said finally, Tyler Jenkins. "He sometimes borrows my car without asking." Tyler Jenkins, 35 years old, unemployed, works as an electrician's apprentice with his uncle. We needed to find Tyler immediately. We went to Tyler's apartment. A friend opened the door. "I'm Marcus," he said. "Marcus Johnson, Tyler's roommate." Inside, we found Tyler. "Where were you on October 26th?" I asked. "Here," Tyler said quickly. "We were watching movies. All night. Right, Marcus?" Marcus nodded. "Yeah, all night." But both men were sweating their eyes and kept looking away. "Your uncle's car," I said, "was caught on traffic camera near the crime scene at 12:30 a.m. Tyler's face went pale. "We're taking you both to the station," I said. We searched their apartment, found clothes, pants, shirts, boots, shoes, sent everything to the lab. And that white Chevrolet, we examined it very carefully with special lights, special chemicals, and we found it. Blood. In the trunk, someone had tried to clean it, but you can never completely erase blood. We ran a DNA test. It was Robert Williams' blood. Tyler and Marcus had been at the crime scene. No doubt about it. 3 days later, the lab results came back. Marcus's boots had soil samples on them. That soil matched perfectly with the soil from Robert Williams' backyard. Marcus had been in that yard. Tyler's pants, Marcus's shirt, both had blood spatter. Not just blood, blood spatter. That meant they were standing close, very close. When Robert was killed, Dr. Palmer explained it to me. "This pattern," she said, "means the blood sprayed onto them. They were within 3 feet of the victim when the weapon entered his neck." Now we knew. Tyler and Marcus were there when Robert Williams died. But we still needed one thing: the murder weapon. What did they use to kill him? And where was it? In the interrogation room. Tyler and Marcus sat across from us. "The evidence is clear," I said. "You were both at the scene. Blood in the car, blood on your clothes, soil on your boots. Do you still want to lie to me?" Marcus had started crying. "I didn't kill him," he said. "Tyler did it. I was just there." Tyler jumped up. "Liar," he shouted. "You did it. You stabbed him." Finally, the truth was coming out. "Start from the beginning," I said to Marcus. "What happened that night?" Marcus took a deep breath. "Tyler and we were hanging out, drinking beer. We got hungry. Tyler took his uncle's car. We drove to get food. On the way back," Marcus paused. "Tyler said, 'Let's stop somewhere. I need to check on something.' He stopped at a house in South Memphis. I didn't know why we were there. Tyler told me, 'Wait here.' But I got curious. I followed him. We went into a backyard. And then a man came out with a stick. He hit Tyler. Tyler fell down. I panicked. I had a screwdriver in my pocket for work. The man raised the stick again. I thought he was going to kill Tyler, so I stabbed him with the screwdriver." "Self-defense," Marcus whispered. "I was protecting my friend." But that wasn't the whole story. I could feel it. There was something else. Something Marcus wasn't telling me now. It was Tyler's turn. "Tyler," I said, "Marcus told us everything. Now you tell me. Why Were you at Robert Williams's house? Tyler looked down. Tears and rolled down his face. Karen, he whispered. Karen Williams. And suddenly, everything made sense. How do you know Karen? I asked. I met her 6 months ago. I was fixing the electricity at her house. We started talking, and then we fell in love. Tyler continued. Karen was unhappy. Robert drank every night. He hit her, screamed at her. She was trapped. One day, she said to me, I need to get away from Robert, or he's going to kill me. So, we made a plan. That night, Tyler said, Karen texted me. Tonight, she said, Robert is drunk. This is our chance. I took Marcus with me. We went to the house. Karen yelled from inside. Robert, someone's in the yard. Robert came out with his stick. He swung at me, hit me in the head. I fell. Marcus panicked. He stabbed Robert with the screwdriver. Robert fell. He wasn't moving. We didn't know what to do. We took the stick. It was broken. We cleaned the car. We threw away our clothes. Karen waited 2 hours. Then she called 911. Karen Williams. She planned the whole thing. She wanted her husband dead and Tyler killed for her. But we still didn't have the stick, Robert's wooden stick. Where's the stick? I asked Tyler. We threw it out, Tyler said, out the car window. On the way home, my team searched for 2 days. Finally, they found it, the broken stick. We sent it to the forensic lab. 1 week later, we got a call. Professor Harold Mitchell, our top forensic expert, he had discovered something. Detective Thornton, he said on the phone, this stick wasn't broken that night. What? I said. This stick, Professor Mitchell explained, it was broken before. Someone glued it back together. Then it broke again that night. Glue? I said, yes. A special glue used by electricians. I remembered. Tyler was an electrician's apprentice. His fingers had traces of glue on them that meant Karen broke the stick earlier. Tyler repaired it with his special glue, so the stick would break again during the fight, making it look like an accident, like self-defense. But it wasn't. Everything was planned, every detail. Karen Williams, and was the mastermind. We had to find Karen fast. We went to her house. She was gone. Neighbors told us she packed a bag, said she was going to Little Rock, to her mother's house. I called all units. Karen Williams is fleeing. Stop her. 1 hour later, we got the call. Detective Thornton, we found her on a Greyhound bus, heading to Little Rock. They brought Karen to the station. She sat across from me. No tears this time, just empty eyes. Karen, I said, Tyler told us everything. She said nothing. You broke the stick. Tyler repaired it. You planned the whole thing. You texted Tyler that night. You yelled to bring Robert outside. You waited 2 hours before calling 911. Karen Ma looked up. Robert, she said quietly, it was killing me. Every day. A little more. He drank. He hit me. I couldn't take it anymore. Tyler loved me. He wanted to save me. Mrs. Williams, I said, murder is murder. No matter the reason, you planned to kill your husband. And that is first-degree murder. Karen looked down. I know, she whispered, but I had no choice. It was him or me. And that is how it ended. Karen Williams, sentenced to 18 years. Tyler Jenkins, 25 years. Marcus Johnson, 12 years. 3 lives destroyed. Robert Williams, dead. Karen, in prison. Tyler and Marcus, in prison. You know, I've been a detective for 30 years. I've seen hundreds of cases, And I've learned one thing: violence breeds violence, lies breed more lies, and murder is never the answer. Karen Williams was abused. That's true, but she had choices. She could have called the police. She could have gone to a shelter. She could have left him, but she chose murder. And now, her life is over too. Tyler Jenkins thought he was saving her. Marcus Johnson thought he was protecting his friend. Both of them made the wrong choice. And now, they'll spend the best years of their lives is behind bars. Remember this: evidence never lies. A broken stick, a trace of glue, a drop of blood. These small things reveal the truth. People can lie, but evidence always tells the truth. Thank you for listening. This was Detectives True Crime Files episode number 1. Join me next time for another true story. Good night.